Good day traders, Mzansi Obi over here. 2nd of October daily review and a bit of a recap as to what price has done so far. So just off the bat, we can see how yesterday's price action shows price has found support, interim support at the 1457 handle, has broken above 1466, tried to dip lower, came back above, broke above 1475 1475.85 before getting a bit of a rejection at the neckline break of the bigger H4 chart at 1487.42. Ever since we retested that, we did break lower. We can see that right now we're trading below our daily open, and prices are testing that 1476 level again now. Just a bit of a recap and outlook here. If we look at the bigger H4 structure, we can see how we had a right shoulder forming here from the 1436 level. But now what's interesting is around this H4 pattern, we had another smaller pattern form on the inside on our 1 hour chart. So we can see that this is the high or the right shoulder of the H4 pattern, and we got a head and shoulders here on our hourly. And if we just do our calculations from the head to the shoulders level and we look at the break of that shoulder level, we see how price has reached its target. So the bounce up retested the bigger H4 structures neckline support area. That support area has now obviously turned into resistance. We look here, yesterday we mentioned on the groups how we would be buying off of this 1462 handle, as we had seen that we found support, we found the target for the smaller inside pattern, and as such, following this going, we mentioned how prices may look to rally higher from this inverse head and shoulders pattern on the M15 chart, and we can see how prices use the support handle over there as a head, and we formed a right shoulder, broke above, retested the bigger structures neckline, and now we seem to be tracking lower again. Our outlook for today is pretty much simple. We're still gonna have some intraday levels marked out. These levels that we've got on our charts are weekly levels, so we try and keep them on our charts throughout the week because they sort of guide us and show us what price is doing. So to the top, we've got price testing 1485. Then should 1485 break and we get a clear break above the 1487 handle, it'll open us up to 1490.38, then 1497, which will then open us up to 1502, and then eventually 1518. That's an extended level. To the downside, we expecting, or we've plotted out 1474, so we can see that prices aren't too far from that. Then we've got 1462, that's around there. Then we've got 1457, it coincides with a weekly level. Then we've got 1446, coincides with a weekly level, then 1434 in extension. So these levels, we base our entries and exits around these levels and around our H1 and H4 zones. And as you can see, this is what our H1 is looking like right now. On the groups, check us out on Metals Mine. I'll leave the link to the groups over here, but we took a sell setup in this area here, and we can see how prices come into our sell zone here between our blue and red moving averages. So everything in this area here, we looked and took a sell. We've currently got sell orders running. Some of them we've adjusted the position and taken some partial profits off. Now, just to show you that H1 chart, following on this setup here. We did make another posting elsewhere online at the time when prices were near this handle, and we kept it on to our H4 chart. And as you can see, we had marked out our H4 sell zone. Let's just have a look and see what price did when it did get there. Boom, found a bounce, came into our H4 sell zone. We've currently got short orders running. So the outlook for today is pretty much simple, pretty much standard. We'll look to see what price does on our levels. Right now it seems as if though we can maybe look to break the 1476 level. We've already mentioned our targets to the downside. This has been another posting by Mzansi Obi. For the followers and subscribers, please click the like button, or simply just go over to the sites and just have a look over there as to what we're doing. Look at our live setups, our live entries. Cheers.